All right, Shalom. This is Shalamah from the Great Millstone, Atlanta Camp. Before I get started in this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakak Wadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, the Great Millstone, the teaching root well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopefully elect. All right, so just wanted to go into the hate of the world that we receive on the daily. All right, especially if you been in this truth for a while. Yeah, this world, you receive nothing but hate. It's nothing but negative. You receive nothing but uh credit for doing wickedness, but you're frowned upon for doing anything that's righteous. All right. So I mean, it's pretty much obvious that this world hates the Israelites, the so-called black man and woman, black, Hispanic, and Native American man and woman and child. It's obvious that this world hates you. Look at the condition that you're in. Look at what Edom has done to you and your people. All right. So there's nothing left here but hate and wickedness. Or you can receive the love and salvation from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah just by doing simple things. All right. Now, I say simple now. Later on, it's going to get tough. It's going to get tough to have faith in the Lord, even though you're going to see these prophecies popping off left and right, and you're going to know that it's the Lord doing it. You're going to need strong faith that you're going to be safe in those times. But those that's caught up in this world, that love this world, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're going to keep your faith in the government while the government is crumbling, and you're going to fall with it. All right. So I want to start out with John chapter 15 and verse 15. It says, henceforth I call you not servants, Aslaki. Let me start at verse 16. It says, ye have not chosen me, but I've chosen you and ordained you that ye should go forth, that you should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you. All right, so if you're a Christian and you're reading this, you're not going to understand none of this. You're going to think that, oh, I can just ask the Lord for it, anything and I'll receive it. But then again, it says the world hates you. So put two and two together. Either you're going to receive love from the world, or you're going to receive hate from the world and love from the Father. All right, because I'm going to continue. It says, verse 17, these things I commanded you, that ye love one another. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. And, I could never understand, even, way before this truth, even in, during my childhood, why did I receive so much hate? All right. So I really believe and trust that the Spirit was dealing with me back then. The Lord always seemed like he gave me just enough to keep moving, because everything I have is basic job, basic house, basic car, as far as things out of the world. All right. It's very basic. It's nothing extravagant, no matter how hard I work my ass off, everything is still that I'm receiving is still going to be basic. All right. But on the flip side, if you're doing the work of for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, you're going to receive tenfold whatever you lose on this side. You really can't even say tenfold. It's going to be way greater than that. way greater than anything you can receive in this world, what the Lord has promised for his people. It says, verse 21, but all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. All right, so when you take that scripture and mix it in with everything that all people have gone through, that shows you that who you really are, all right, being an Israelite, and that the so-called white man is the devil. All throughout the scriptures, when you read about the things that the Israelites were supposed to go through, the curses in Deuteronomy 28, the persecution, all of these things, that's going to happen in the last day, the devil coming down on you having great wrath, Revelations 12 and 12. When you read these things, you're like, well, who is the devil and who is it talking about? All right, so this truth it's the only thing that makes sense. Religion, none of this religion is making no sense, especially in this time. You cannot read scriptures like this and associate it with Christianity. There's no way, because they are of the world. They tell you that God loved the world. They'll quote John 3:16, but right in here it says the world hated you. So how could the Lord love the world when the world hated him? All right. So the two and two don't mix. And we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep talking about the same thing, because that's our job. Let me go back up. It says, verse 16, you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit. So that's our job, is to bring forth that good fruit. And what is that talking about? That's talking about going out teaching Israel. So some gonna believe and come into this truth and receive salvation. And, most of them are just going to not believe, not have faith in the Lord, and just sit here and die. You're not just going to die. You're going to die a terrible death. A terrible death. You're going to go out the worst way you can think of. The worst way you can't even think of. All right. Just to back this scripture up, let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 70. It says, there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. All right, this world is going to come for the people, the Israelites that fear Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And that's another way we know that this is the truth, because you don't receive hate for teaching the Christian doctrine of Jesus Christ. You don't receive hate from that. You receive all kind of love from that. But as soon as you say the names Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, you automatically looked at as a terrorist. And we're doing nothing but spreading love, telling you people that who you are and what you need to do to receive salvation. And we're freely giving you this knowledge. I'm going to continue. It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord Yahweh. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known, Salakia, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. So in order to receive this promise, you can't just say the name Jesus and everything is fine. You're going to have to go through that fire. There's no other way. The only other way, if you're Israelite, is if you die on this side and you come back through reincarnation, which Christians don't believe in. So even that alone, by you not believing that you will die and then come back, you should want to live on this side. You should want to receive salvation. But not you trust into the world. You trust in the world. And this world is almost completely done. All right. The Western world, the United States, everybody is looking at this place like this place is a big joke. The dollar has no it's not backed by anything. All it is an IOU piece of paper. All right, while these other nations, they have gold. Now watch a lot of these uh, uh, Indians, East Indians, and Chinese and Japanese and African. All of these people are about to leave America and go back to their own country. They're not going to want to sit here and receive that judgment, even though that no matter where you go, you're still going to receive judgment if you're not of the elect. All right, no matter where you go on earth. But they're going to try and get the hell out of America. Because America going to be completely destroyed and burnt with nuclear fire. And that's looking very obvious right now. The worst thing that can happen to America is Russia and China team up, and it happened. Then there's Russia, China, North Korea. Then you got parts of South America, Brazil. All right, then you got parts of the Middle East. Then you have India. Then you have most of the countries in Africa up against America. And soon it's going to be the what you people call the EU, United Nations. All right. But this is the good part. It's verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, said the Lord Yahweh, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your God. All right, so this is what we're putting all our faith in. We have faith that this world is ending. We have faith that the United States is going to fall down, but we have no type of faith or optimism that this place is going to continue. It's hard to even look forward into next week, next month. What are you going to be doing in the next few months? It's hard to look at that because everything is crumbling now and it's happening fast. All right. It says, and the God of them who keep my commandments. That's why we still have to keep the commandments, even though we up under grace. Keeping the Lord's commandments is showing showing favor to the Lord. I know you asked me to do this. I can't do that, but I'm going to try and do this to the best of my ability. I'm going to try and keep the Sabbath holy, separated from the rest of these days. I'm going to try and keep these high holy days the best way I can. These different memorials. I'm going to try and go through the ingredients on my food to make sure none of it has pork, even though it's hard to dodge that. Because this devil is polluting everything. He's trying to make it impossible for the Lord's chosen people to live by the Lord's commandments. But we do the best we can. And Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, he sees these things. He's seeing what we're doing. He hear our prayers. He see us teaching, doing lessons. And he also see, You hard-headed ass people not listening to his prophets, which is his voice. It said the Lord Yahweh, let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. All right. Woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. All right. So you want to make sure that your pathway is clear as possible. How the Lord is supposed to see the good in you, and you all you do is wicked. It's been times that I've went and talked to people about the truth, and this was especially when I first got it. When you first hear this thing, you try and tell everybody, and everybody don't want to listen. No one cares. They don't want to listen. They want you to tell them that they're gonna be rich soon, which you actually are telling them that, but they want to see them living the American dream. That's what all people want to see. All right, because they look for things that they can see. They can't see themselves living in a kingdom, with no worries, no bills, everlasting life, servants and slaves, the same one that you had to serve that put you in slavery. They don't want to see that. Why? All people have a serious problem. All right. I didn't really have a topic in mind. I just wanted to go in here and just just put some things together. Just put this out here, because I mean, it's been on my mind how Jake don't want to listen. Our people don't want to listen. They're so caught up in the world. And guess what Esau is about to do? He about to lock this thing down again. That's gonna give you people another reason why you sitting at home and can't go to the store to go on YouTube and listen to these videos and come out of this world. Come out of celebrating your birthday, celebrating Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord Yahweh come upon you, before the day of the Lord Yahweh's anger come upon you. All right, seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord Yahweh's anger. All right. That's all we're saying. Be meek. Listen to what we're saying. Research this for yourself. Even if you don't believe us, read it for yourself. That's why when we do lessons, we have the scriptures actually pulled up so you can see that we're not just talking. We're coming straight out of the book. All right. But hey, we'll see, because some people just gonna wait until the end. Those 11 o'clock Israelites, they go wait till the last minute. And I believe some of those really haven't even heard the truth, but most people in this world this current world, the Israelites, have heard this truth. So it's really there's no reason why you shouldn't be researching. The only reason is you love the world too much. You love a world that hates you. For men and women. You ever had a boyfriend or a girlfriend, maybe back in high school or middle school or something, and you was trying so hard to get with this person, and they just didn't like you, but you still tried to do this and that, and that's how this world is. That's how this great whore Babylon, United States is. You can do all of these things to try and please this person, and they're gonna still show you hate. And that's also how Esau Edom is. I've had plenty of jobs with this devil. I'm working my ass off, and the people that's barely making it are the ones, are barely doing a job, are the ones that get recognized and the ones that get promoted. And most of the time they're Edomites, other Edomites. Esau look out for himself. He don't care about you, Jakes. All right, so that's pretty much all I want to talk about. That's pretty much the point. Why would you love this world and it hates you? This world has nothing for you but destruction. And that's promised. That's promised through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, as I just read in Zephaniah 2. It says that's a fierce day of the Lord's anger. And that time is going to, man. Oh, man. Just to think about it. Think about people dying, they're starving to death. People getting shot with diseases. People getting catching a bullet while they starving to death, and they got a disease. Yeah, I ain't talking about just damn cold. I'm talking about that grievous sore from taking that implant, that mark of the beast, and that's here for you scoffers and non-believers of that mark of the beast is not the implant that's going to be in your hand. That's already here. It's going to be mandatory soon. All right. So we gotta, us brothers and sisters in the truth, we gotta go to work and act like we like it. We hate this shit. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it there. Once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakaku Dash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us his truth. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect, and Abad Babal.